Hello everyone, it's Jamie and welcome back to my channel and welcome to what is going to hopefully be a week of cross-stitching, crochet, knitting, reading things. I'm hoping it's only a week. So it's currently Monday the 10th of March, I think, and I made a list of all the things that I would like to get done this week. I will be putting it up on the screen and we're just going to try and get these things done this week. And it's a combination of just all the things that I want to do because I mentioned I would like to balance my hobbies a little bit better this year, so it's not all cross stitch, it's other hobbies too. And I'm going to start out though with Drinks on the Beach. So it is the HAID 2025 stitch along. HAID stands for Heaven and Earth Designs, and I am so far behind on this because I did not stitch in February and most of January, so I would like to try and do 3,000 stitches on this chart this week. I am hoping I can get that done just because it's half cross, so this is being stitched on 32 count, 1/1 tent stitch, which is a half stitch, and yeah, I just want to try and get 3,000 stitches added to this. The next cross stitch piece is Autumn Harmony. Autumn Harmony is by Maxine Gadd, and I would like to try and do 1,000 stitches on this, which is kind of a small number considering the fact that I want to get this finished this year, but I am also kind of like tired of working on it, so I think I'm going to move my hoop and then try and find somewhere that's like fun colors to stitch because I am tired of the top corner up here. This is being stitched on 18 count, 2/1 full cross, and then if I manage to meet my goals on these two, I have at the bottom of my list like a little extra section, and so if I meet my cross stitching goals for these two pieces, then I will work on a whip go piece, which I would like to work on the chart Fables, which is artwork by Medusa Dollmaker and charted by Gecko Rouge, but I forgot to pull that out, so I will just insert the picture of the artwork. So that is what I would like to do for cross stitch. Reading, I would like to finish reading The Teller of Small Fortunes, which is a book that I had started last week, so I would like to finish a book. I would like to make 5 of these flower squares using the Red Heart Flower Power yarn, which is eventually going to be used to make a like little wrap cardigan that I found as a free pattern on the Yarnspirations website. I would also like to play Dragon Age because I have not played video games, I think, at all this year, and I mentioned earlier that I would like to start playing my games more because I have them, I should play them, so just play games. And then knit. I'm not sure if I'm going to knit on my Musselburgh hat by Isolde Teague, which I have started here, or if I will work on my vest, but I just want to do knitting on something. And that is my plans for this week, which it's technically not a full week, it's 5 days. It's going Monday to Friday. I will post the video Friday, and then that way after that I will be able to make like a full week video going from Saturday to Friday. So that's my plan going forward, trying to get myself back on track. So I'm going to go start stitching on Drinks on the Beach, try and get my 3,000 stitches in, and I will be back once I have an update on anything, just any of the stuff. It is currently Wednesday, so I thought I would do a quick update of what I have got done so far the last couple days on Monday and Tuesday, and then also recap just for myself of what do I still need to do this week or try and do before Friday, because I am realizing I will most likely not be able to do all of this by Friday morning, because Friday morning is when I will be done, because I would like my video to go up on Friday and get back on what my schedule was last year where I was posting on Fridays. So what I have done so far is I have done my 1,000 stitches on Autumn Harmony, so I will show that right now. And I stayed in this corner. I was like, I need to just power through this corner, and I also, instead of doing daily stitching on it, I was like, I'm just gonna try and get this 1,000 stitches done as quick as possible. So I think I did like 800 stitches Monday, and then I did 200 stitches on Tuesday, and I was like, just get it done, and I did. So luckily there was a lot of like oranges, so I wasn't having to do too many of like these boring-y like beige colors, so I got to do some like orange. That was nice, and I did fill in my 1,000 stitches here. So technically I don't have to work on Autumn Harmony again until Friday when I make my new plans for next week. So I am kind of happy to get a nice little break from Autumn Harmony. And while I was stitching on this, I ended up listening to an entire audiobook. It was short, so I'm going to say that, but it was so good that I couldn't turn it off. And the book is The Arrangement. I'll put a picture over here of the cover. I don't know if the book was necessarily good, but it had a lot of twists. So like it kept you entertained, but it was also like kind of bad at the same time. And so it starts off as a married couple who decide that they are going to start seeing other people, and I almost turned it off in the beginning part because I was like, I don't know if I want to hear about this. But then I kept going because the rest of the book is just not really about that. Like other things happen, and yeah, just it's technically like considered like a psychological thriller or something. So like there's a lot of things that happen that are not what you think the book is going to be about. Anyways, so I listened to that, did Autumn Harmony, so I can check off Autumn Harmony. I will be checking it off on my spreadsheet. I'll insert a little thing. Hold on. I started screen recording on my tablet so I can insert it so I can check off Autumn Harmony. That is done. I have not worked on Drinks on the Beach yet, so I still need to do that. And this is where I'm thinking I won't reach all the goals because I wanted to do 3,000 stitches on Drinks on the Beach. And I'm guessing I might be able to do like 1,000 today, which is Wednesday, and then 1,000 tomorrow, Thursday, and then I want my video posted Friday. So I think realistically, I can probably only do like 2,000. And then I would like to finish Teller of Small Fortunes, which is the book I was reading, but I have not done any reading yet so far. And then make 5 of my flower squares. I made 1 square yesterday, so I can like give myself a tally. I have 1 square. And then I have part of a square that I started making this morning, or like I did the flower part and now I need to make it into a square. And so I am also kind of behind on that because my plan was like just make 1 a day and that will be easy, but I should have finished that one yesterday and I didn't. I was watching Severance again. I'm on season 2 of Severance and it's crazy. I don't know what's going on. And so I haven't finished that. I did play Dragon Age, so I can check off that, and I still have not done my knitting yet for the week. So I have things that I need to get done still, and that's why I kind of wanted to go through the list, see exactly what I might want to do. Like I might bring my knitting in the car for school pickup today, and that will give me an easy way to get that done. And then there's too much to do actually looking at it. But yeah, I need to try and make some time. So looking at the list, I know what I need to do, and that kind of makes it easy for me because I feel like one of the reasons why I wasn't doing a lot of crafting in like January, February is just I was not using my time well. I was spending a lot of time just like scrolling on things or just like watching YouTube. And so having a list of things that for me to do makes it so if I have any like downtime, it's like, all right, make a square or get your knitting out or something so that you can check off things. I like checking things off. So I have Drinks on the Beach right here and I'm going to get to stitching and I will be back in a day or two, hopefully with a good update on this chart. Welcome to Thursday. So I'm going to go over what I did yesterday, which yesterday was kind of like a light stitching day. I was doing other crafts mostly. So the first thing that I did is I did my 5 flower squares. So I think I had 1 made already. I had part of 1 made, and so I finished that one, and then I made 3 more. So those are all done. So I will show them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's really annoying because they all have a really long tail right now. Because they have a long tail before you get to the next color because you have to always start the squares with the yellow. And it says that there's a long tail so that you can use the tail to sew them together when you're done. But it's really annoying right now because all of them have these giant tails that are just getting tangled. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to store them without getting them all tangled up. So I have my squares done. I'm not sure how many I need to make for the wrap cardigan, so I should probably look at that and see the numbers. And I also need to order the other color because it would be nice to make another square that's a different color. I'm also going to say I'm getting better with the color changes because the yarn changes colors itself. That's like the whole point of this like Red Heart Granny yarn is that you won't have a bunch of ends to weave in for color changes because it just automatically changes colors. And it started getting easier. I figured out like the tension, and so you'll see that sometimes it will change like a little bit early, but it's fine. It's for me. I'm not going to be that picky about it. But yeah, it started to get easier as I kept making them. So I did that. I also knit yesterday, and I was working on my Musselburgh hat with the scrap yarns. So this green marker is where I was, right there, and then I knit this much. Plus, I added more yarn to my balls because I'm using scrap yarn, and I'm using the magic knot to make it, so I added more scrap yarns. So hopefully this will be enough. If it's not, I do have more scrap yarn. I haven't really made that many knitting projects, I feel like, but I have quite a bit of scrap yarn somehow, so there's my hat so far. I am enjoying the way it's coming out. I would like to get this finished before my vest that I'm working on, just because winter's almost over, so I would like to be moving on from hats soon and start making some other things after that, but I want the hat finished first, and then I'll move on to my vest, because the vest is more of like a spring piece, hopefully. We'll see how warm it ends up being. So I did that, and then I did do a tiny bit of cross stitch. I got 800 stitches put into Drinks on the Beach. I was working on this other blue color that was like outlining the clouds that are going to be in the sky. So that's what I was doing on Drinks on the Beach. And I was listening to a different audiobook because I had finished the arrangement, and I started listening to, hold on, I'm going to look it up. I started listening to The Testaments, which is by Margaret Atwood. So it is the same author who wrote Handmaid's Tale, and it's after Handmaid's Tale. Like, it's supposed to be like, I think 14 years after or something, and so far it is pretty good. I started listening to it because I saw that they're making a show from based on the book, and also Handmaid's Tale comes out in April, the new season, so I am excited about that. So today, what do I still need to work on? I still need to keep working on Drinks on the Beach. I'm obviously not going to make the 3,000 stitches. It's just not possible, I don't think. So that's fine though. It's I'm getting back into making goals, so this will be like a good test to see like how much is too much, and this was probably a little bit too much. And I also have not finished reading the book that I was reading. I think I read like 20 pages yesterday, and that was it. So I most likely won't finish the book, but I also don't want to rush the book because I want to, you know, take my time and enjoy it, because sometimes if you rush reading, you don't take it in as well as, you know, you could. So that is where I'm at right now, and I will be back tomorrow with my final update on what I end up getting done this week, and then I'll need to make plans for the weekend and next week, so I will see you all tomorrow. I am back, and it is Friday, and I did, I think, 800 stitches last night on Drinks on the Beach, which means I did not meet my goal, but I was filling in this space here, and I think I'm going to start filling in the blue, because there's technically 2 shades of blue in the sky area here. I'm going to start filling it in and then start working my way over this way, filling it in, I think, just because before I was doing rows back and forth, but now the colors are more kind of like scattered around, and so I think I'm just going to like fill in one color in like a 10 by 10 column, and then go back and fill in the other color, and then just start working my way over this way, and then just fill in the colors. So that was what I did, and like I said, I did not meet my 3,000 stitch goal, so let's go over my goals real quick. So Drinks on the Beach, I think I only did like 1,600 stitches total, and I did not make it to 3,000 stitches. I did meet my goal for Autumn Harmony of 1,000 stitches. I did not finish my book here. I only read like 20 pages maybe, so this will most likely be going on to like next week's goal list. And then make 5 flower squares, which I did. They're back there all tangled up with their little long tails. I did play Dragon Age. It was fun. I need to play more. And then I also knit. I did not make it to my extra, which was WIPGO. I wanted to work on a WIPGO project this week. It didn't happen, but I think I'm going to work on WIPGO projects over the weekend. So if you would like to see what I work on over the weekend and into next week, then you can come back for my next video, but this video is done. So thank you everyone for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!